The new deal spares 2 Rhode Island hospitals from closing, at least for now. Cash-strapped Roger Williams and Fatima will stay open beyond a threatened shutdown at the end of the month. Good evening. I'm Emily Voles.
I'm Gene Valicenti. Beyond that, we don't know, as the I-Team's Brian Crandall tells us tonight. Brian?
Gene, Emily, millions more will now come out of a contingency fund to keep those 2 hospitals afloat at least for another month, as a buyer still tries to come up with the cash to finally wrap up a sale. Spared from closing for at least another month. An agreement reached in bankruptcy court in Texas between Rhode Island's Attorney General and Prospect, which owns Roger Williams Medical Center in Providence and Fatima Hospital in North Providence. Financially troubled Prospect, operating the hospitals under charter care, has been trying to sell them to nonprofit Centurion Foundation in Georgia, but the deal is more than 6 months behind schedule. And Prospect says the hospitals are bleeding money in the meantime. Prospect had threatened the hospitals would close at the end of December if the state did not take them over. Attorney General Peter Nerona has long been involved, approving the sale with a bunch of conditions he says are meant to protect patients, workers, and taxpayers.
Right now, the goal is to get Centurion to the finish line. If they can't get there, then we'll figure it out going forward.
The deal today will have $6 million more coming out of a contingency fund Nerona made investors set up a while ago. $6 million has already come out to cover costs for this month and last.
I'm glad that we have this fund here and available to keep these hospitals going. I don't want to give Centurion any more runway than I need to. They've got to close this deal by January, but that fund won't last forever.
It's got about $50 million left in it. So what happens if the sale of the hospitals to Centurion doesn't get done in January? If Centurion can't finally come up with the financing? Today's agreement would transfer responsibility to the state.
Well, then the ball is really in the state's court. And at that point, it's closure or some kind of receivership potentially back here. But that's not where my focus is right now. My focus is on Centurion closing this deal. They've got to put up or shut up. I mean, they've got work to do. Until they get there, I'm not going to be popping any champagne corks.
So still a ways to go. Meanwhile, another potential buyer, the company that owns Landmark in Woonsocket, backed out of talks this week after getting in not that long ago. There's behind-the-scenes drama with that situation, with Nerona blasting one of Governor Dan McKee's department heads. You can read about that on turnto10.com. I'm Brian Crandall, NBC 10 News.